Something was recorded, then quietly locked away. No images released, no press briefing, only a hush. The Webb telescope swung its mirror, screened the darkness in infrared, and produced data that vanished behind institutional doors. When asked why even the lead investigator couldn't share details yet, the reply was procedural. Analyses take time, maybe weeks, maybe months. They say a paper could arrive early October, but the object is already here. So the question hangs in the air. If there's nothing remarkable, why the secrecy? Why does this pattern keep repeating? The gatekeepers of the sky. The story of this silence starts with how modern big science works. The James Webb Space Telescope is a public marvel, but access to its observations is allocated through a formal system. Teams submit detailed proposals, panels award observing time, and successful projects get exclusive windows to study their data. That exclusivity isn't conspiracy, it's academic norm. Winning teams earn a period of exclusive access so they can reduce false starts, verify results, and craft their findings for publication. But exclusivity also means raw discoveries can sit unseen by the wider world for months. The telescope may belong to humanity in principle, but the keys are often in the hands of a few. When one team chose to embargo their dataset from the object in question, another team's observation of the same target was published immediately. Two views, two different paths, one public, one shuttered. That contrast raises a simple, unavoidable question: what did the first team find that made them hold back? Two views, two rules. Not every Webb project is treated the same. Some observations are scheduled as director's discretion or emergency targets and are released quickly. Others, tied to formal proposals, enjoy months of exclusive analysis. In this case, one group received standard observing time and placed a hold. Another used a different allocation and made their files public without delay. The practical explanation is paperwork and policy, but the optics are awkward. If both teams aimed Webb at the same visitor, why the discrepancy in access? Could both datasets show identical, mundane results: dust, frozen volatiles, ordinary rock, or is one capturing something that demands careful interpretation before the broader community sees it? The difference in handling invites speculation, but it also highlights a real tension inside big astronomy, between the slow, careful craft of science and the public's hunger for immediate answers. The visitor's odd flight path. Then there's the object itself, not a typical interloper. Most extrasolar wanderers sweep into our system on wild, steeply inclined tracks. They arrive fast, curve through the inner solar system once, and vanish on an open trajectory. This newcomer, however, moves with uncanny precision. Its orbit is retrograde, meaning it travels against the motion of the planets, and yet it lies nearly in the same flat plane where Earth, Mars, and Jupiter orbit, only about 5 degrees off. That alignment is statistically unlikely for an interstellar slug. Even more surprising is the route it traces. A sequence of close passages by Mars, then Venus, then Jupiter. It's not just random gravity at play. The path looks almost intentional. A planetary tour that samples environments from rocky desert to hellish greenhouse to gas giant. A Harvard analysis put the odds of that choreography happening by chance at roughly 1 in 20,000. Whether that number translates to design, coincidence, or a cosmic statistical fluke is an open, hotly debated question. A pattern or a passing trend? This isn't the first time something odd has crossed our system. Over the last decade, humanity has cataloged multiple extrasolar visitors, each with its own oddities. Oumuamua arrived as an object unlike any comet or asteroid in our records. Then came others that defied easy explanation. 3 such visitors in a relatively short span after centuries of apparent silence naturally attract attention. Have these objects always threaded past Earth and we simply lacked the tools to spot them until now? Or are we traversing a region of space where interstellar traffic is increasing? The pattern, if real, challenges assumptions about the calm, featureless void beyond our star. Whether these visitors are probes, natural debris, or something else entirely, the repetition pushes us to consider that we may be in a new era of celestial encounters. The clock is ticking, opportunity and risk. Time is unforgiving. This interstellar visitor is zipping through the solar system at about 60 kilometers per second, a speed that guarantees it won't stick around. It will reach its closest point to the Sun in late October, a moment when solar heating could activate volatile materials, brighten its coma, and expose its inner composition. That's the moment scientists most want to study. But from Earth's vantage, the object will be behind the Sun at perihelion, invisible, lost in glare. Webb et al. Too can't look too close to the Sun for safety reasons, and ground telescopes will be blinded. A handful of spacecraft already in flight happen to be closer to the object than anything else. Missions like Psyche and Europa Clipper are on trajectories that bring them within a few tenths of an astronomical unit of the visitor. Close enough, perhaps, to catch an extra set of eyes or instruments on it if mission controllers decide to accept the cost. Diverting a spacecraft is not a whimsical choice. Fuel is life for deep space probes. One burn can jeopardize primary objectives. Every trajectory change risks years of science. Do you gamble a flagship mission's success for a fleeting chance at a unique interstellar encounter? Some scientists say yes. Others call it reckless. Chase or let go, the radical idea. There's even been talk of something bolder still. Could an existing probe, like Juno at Jupiter, perform a daring slingshot to intercept the visitor? The math suggests, barely, that a timed boost could place a probe on a rendezvous course in the near future. But reality bites hard. Juno's main engine has known issues, fuel is running low, and mission priorities are tight. The idea has an almost romantic allure, humanity chasing a guest from another star, but technically it's a high-stakes Hail Mary. Mission engineers must weigh novelty against mission survivability. And this dilemma illustrates a broader truth about space exploration. Our most thrilling opportunities are often the ones least compatible with the slow, careful stewardship that protects flagship missions and decades of investment. So what are we to make of the locked files and the missing images? Maybe the Webb data show nothing remarkable and researchers simply want to finish their analysis before revealing routine results. That's the mundane explanation and, often, the correct one. Maybe the datasets contain anomalies that require cautious interpretation. Maybe they complicate existing models. Or maybe, and this is where imagination runs wild, the infrared signature hints at something that's difficult to explain with current physics. Whatever the truth, the facts are sober. An interstellar visitor moved through our neighborhood in a trajectory that makes statisticians raise an eyebrow. Powerful instruments looked, and some of the data are under embargo. Our best chance to see the object at its most revealing moment will coincide with an observational blackout. We are left with a narrow window of hope, spacecraft that might be shepherded into a closer look, scientists weighing risk against reward, and the public waiting for a paper that could land any day. This is not a tale of neat answers. It's a story of constraints and choices. Of the friction between the slow march of careful science and the human impulse for immediacy. Of how the heavens can surprise us, then slip away. And it's a reminder that the cosmos is not merely a backdrop for our certainty. It remains stubbornly, sometimes unervingly, unknown. If you're still curious, still skeptical, still hungry for what comes next, keep watching. The silence may feel engineered, but it won't last forever, and when the next visitor knocks, we'll have only the choices we make now to decide whether we open the door or watch from behind locked glass.